afternoon. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. May I call to order the meeting for today, for the Bids and Awards Committee for today, August 20, 2026. May we request the back secretariat to please conduct the roll call of the back members, TWG observers, both in online and in person.
Good day, everyone. Before we officially begin the pre-bid conference proceeding, may we conduct the roll of attendance. Kindly answer present when your name is called. For Bids and Awards Committee, Engineer Brian R. Villanueva, back chairperson. Maria Teresa Bibaldeo, back vice chairperson. Engineer Jomar Cortez, back member. Engineer Richard B. Pilapil Jr. and user. For back secretariat, Engineer Torres Suarez, procurement head. Yours truly, Christine Ligutom, back sec. Eric Eligama, back sec. From Planning and Design section, Engineer Angel May Hayao. Thank you. The attendance has been duly noted and recorded.
Thank you, ma'am. With the four back members present, I declare the quorum established. Our agenda for today is a pre-bid conference for the following projects. Uh, 20, Contract ID 26GA001, Rebid, construction improvement of access roads leading to declared tourism, destination energy leading to Sunop Cave and Waterfalls, Barangay Sunop-Dumingag, Zamboanga del Sur, Station 02 plus 748 to Station 02 plus 863.5 Dumingag, Zamboanga del Sur, with approved budget for the contract of 4,254,180. Next project is 26GA0039 Rebid Special Road Fund Motor Vehicles Users Charge MVUC as per RA 11 239 installation application of road safety facilities roadway lighting along Sindangan-Siayan-Dumingag Road. Mahayag-Dumingag section kilometer 1670 plus 761 to kilometer 1672 plus 663 Zamboanga del Sur with approved budget for the contract of 14,406,000. Next is the 26GE0043 Rebid Asset Preservation Program, Rehabilitation, Reconstruction of roads with slip slopes, collapse, and landslide, tertiary roads, Eastern Bobongan-Sominot-Midsalip-Dumingag Road, kilometer 1669 plus 330 to kilometer 1669 plus 403, Zamboanga del Sur, with approved budget for the contract of 8,413,847. This pre-bid conference is being conducted to discuss the content of the documents for the technical and financial proposals as well as the program of works in accordance with the specified item of works. Brief presentation by the back of the following. Basic contract data including contract description, ABC, and duration to be discussed by Engineer Angel Hayao of Planning and Design section.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. These are the projects subject for pre-bidding. First project, 26JA0001, construction or improvement of access roads leading to declared tourism destinations, energy leading to Sunop Cave and Waterfalls, Barangay Sunop, Dumingag, Zamboanga del Sur, station limits of the project from station 2748 to station 2863.5. Projected contract duration is 55 calendar days, of which there are 10 Sundays and 8 rainy days. Approved budget for the contract is 4,254,180 pesos. Most relevant items for the project under earthworks, we have individual removal of trees, 150 mm to 300 mm in diameter, as well as embankment, structure excavation for uh, common soil. And then for sub-base and base course, we have aggregate sub-base course. For surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement, 0.15 meters and 0.23 meters thick. For drainage and slope protection structures, reinforcing steel and structural concrete for line canal, as well as stone masonry for retaining wall. Next project, 26JA0039. Special Road Fund, Motor Vehicle Users Charge, MVUC as per RA 11239. Installation or application of road safety facilities, roadway lighting along Sindangan-Siayan-Dumingag-Mahayag Road, Mahayag-Dumingag section, K1670 plus 761 to K1672 plus 663. Projected contract duration is 67 calendar days, of which there are 8 Sundays. Approved budget for the contract is 14,406,000 pesos. Most relevant items for the project under reinforced concrete works, we have reinforcing steel bar grade 40 for pedestal and structural concrete class A for pedestal. Under miscellaneous structures, we have single arm 8-meter pole, solar LED roadway lighting, 1.5 meters mast arm length. And the last project is 26JE0043, Asset Preservation Program, Rehabilitation or Reconstruction of Roads with Slips, Slope Collapse, and Landslide for Tertiary Roads, Eastern Bobongan to Sominot-Midsalip-Dumingag Road, from K1669 plus 330 to K1669 plus 403. Projected contract duration is amounting to 150 calendar days, of which there are 22 Sundays and 25 rainy days. Approved budget for the contract is amounting to 8,413,847 pesos. Most relevant items for the project. Under facilities for the engineer, we have provision of 4x4 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer on pay rental basis, as well as operation and maintenance of said 4x4 pickup service vehicle. Under earthworks, we have removal of actual structures or obstruction, 0.23 meters thick PCCP. For subbase and base cores, we have aggregate subbase cores. For surface courses, we have Portland cement concrete pavement, 0.15 meters thick and 0.28 meters thick. For drainage and slope protection structures, grouted riprap, for slope protection, and stone masonry for retaining wall, head wall, apron, and wing wall. We also have concrete slope protection. For miscellaneous structures, we have metal guardrail as well as metal beam and piece bullnose. So those are all the projects subject for pre-bidding. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer. Requirements of bidding documents, including instruction to bidders, general conditions of contract, special conditions of contract, specifications, drawing, bill of quantities, and forms to be discussed by Engineer Richard Pilapil.
So good afternoon, everyone. So to participate and qualify in our procurement activity for these three projects, interested bidders are encouraged to read the following documents: the instruction to bidders, the bid data sheet, the general conditions of the contract, special conditions of the contract, bill of quantities, the drawings and specifications, securities, and other forms as may be required for the contract. So bidders are strongly advised to read each provision, especially the instruction to bidders and general conditions of the contract, whose instructions are clearly spelled out in the bid data sheet and special condition of the contract respectively. So bidders are also encouraged to check the bill of quantities so that your bid will be responsive to the requirements set forth in the bidding documents. So these documents can be downloaded free of charge from the PhilJEPS and DPWH websites. Um, Also, before I give the this mic to the next speaker, so let me first remind all prospective bidders or interested bidders with the memorandum issued by our Honorable Secretary dated February 24, 2026, regarding the clarification on the implementation of beneficial ownership information disclosure requirements. So it is being stated there that in order to streamline documentary requirements and to avoid duplication of sworn submission, the separate submission of the sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership shall no longer be required. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Pilapil. Documents to be submitted by the bidders. Bidders checklist of requirements for each bid, including technical and financial proposals. The first bid envelope shall contain the following technical documents, including the eligibility documents, PhilJEP certificate of registration, platinum membership in accordance with the Section 20 of the IRR, pickup license and registration in case of joint venture, statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of the bidder's SLCC in accordance with ITB Clause 5.5. The SLCC shall be supported by an owner certificate of final acceptance issued by the project owner other than the contractor, or a final rating of at least satisfactory in the CPES or a similar performance and monitoring system. In case of contracts with the private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. NFCC computation in accordance with ITB Clause 5.6. Joint venture agreement if applicable. Bid security in the prescribed form and amount in accordance with ITB Clause 16 and validity prior under ITB Clause 15. Project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart of the personnel to be deployed of the procurement for the procurement project to be bid, list of contractors personnel, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen to be assigned to the procurement project to be bid with their complete qualifications and experience data. These personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience set in the BDS. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements supported by the proof of ownership or certificate of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be, which must meet the minimum requirements for the contract set in the BDS. Latest General Information Sheet, GIS, reflecting the beneficial ownership information, BOI, duly received by the Security and Exchange Commission, Sect, for corporation. Disclosure of relations and beneficial ownership, Section 81.1 and Section 82 of IRRA number 12009. Contractor Performance Evaluation System, CPES rating as per the DEO 171 series of 2025 or an honor certificate of final acceptance or equivalent for private sector contracts. For the financial proposal shall contain the following: duly signed bid form, duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, duly initial detail estimates including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates and equipments, rentals used in coming up with the bid, duly initial quarterly, monthly cash flow and payment schedule. This standardized format is based on the provision of the new Government Procurement Act RA 12009 uh, and is aligned with the updated Philippine bidding documents for the infrastructure projects RA 9184. Na comment or questions from the wala online wala no inputs. So for the criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, an award to be discussed by Engineer Louis Arsoa.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, sir. To be eligible to bid, bidders must submit a complete eligibility package during bid submission. First is the criteria for eligibility, which includes the legal documents, technical documents, financial documents. Second is the bid evaluation. This bid evaluation takes place after the opening of bids and following two main steps: preliminary examination of bids, detailed financial evaluation, and determining the lowest calculated bid. And last is the post-qualification. For post-qualification, verifies, validates, and ascertains all statements made and documents submitted by the bidder with the LCB. During this phase, the TWG will conduct the document verification, technical capability check, and financial capability check. So thank you.
Thank you, Engineer. Other matters to be discussed by Engineer Richard Pilapil.
As part of today's pre-bid conference, we would also like to discuss the and remind all prospective bidders regarding the implementation of the DPWH three-strike policy. So the three-strike policy is being strictly implemented by the department to ensure that contractors comply with project requirements, contract provisions, and performance standards. So under this policy, violations or deficiencies committed by the contractor may correspond to a corresponding strike depending on the gravity and the frequency of the offense. Repeated violation may result in sanction, including suspension from participating in future DPWH bidding activities, negative performance evaluation, or other administrative actions pursuant to existing DPWH guidelines and applicable procurement laws, rules, and regulations. So, in this regard, all prospective bidders are strongly advised to carefully review the plans, specifications, and contract requirements, ensure the availability of qualified personnel, equipment, and financial capacity, strictly comply with project schedules, quality standards, and safety requirements, and coordinate promptly with the procuring entity regarding the project concerns and implementing issues. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Pilapil. Summary of proceedings, including supplemental bid bulletins that to be issued. Any other additional information from back members? None. That's end our pre-bid conference for these three projects for this afternoon. And let us adjourn. Thank you. Good morning. Good afternoon.